guys, how you doing? A few weeks ago I made a video on the Invisible Man, and I said in that video that I want to talk about the other individual monsters that Dark Universe wants to make movies on. And their next one just so happens to be the Bride of Frankenstein, which today I'm going to be talking about 1935's Bride of Frankenstein. Personally, I've only seen this movie twice, and I've never really watched all the other monster movies like that. I've only watched Invisible Man and Dracula and The Mummy a lot. Frankenstein's I really haven't watched it as much as I probably should. But going right into the good of this movie, my first comment is really a bad too. It's a good and bad comment. This movie is mainly a Frankenstein 2. And I say that because it's more about what Dr. Frankenstein is doing after all the mess that he's done in the first movie. You know, getting his energy back because of all the injuries that he went through from the first movie. I mean, falling off a windmill, I think you want to just rest out. He wants to finally marry Elizabeth, and he still hasn't even gotten to that yet. And he just wants to get away from all of this drama of the monster and mess that's happened with the townspeople. But a so-called character, Dr. Pretorius, one second.
Dr. Pretorius.
There you go. But I'm gonna call him Dr. P. So Dr. P comes to Frankenstein's castle and he tells him that, okay, well, I've known all along that you've done all these murders and you are responsible for the monster still alive and just going around the town killing people. So I want to create another monster with you. But I want to create a female version to be a companion for your monster. Yeah, Frankenstein just does not want anything to do with it. He is curious. That is actually a cool part of the movie where he is just curious to see, well, I mean, can we really do this again? But Dr. P shows him his experiments that he's been doing on the side, and he's growing little people apparently. Like he has a king, a queen, a jester. I think he has Satan in there, and he relates Satan to himself. So you're like, God, you're just a bad guy. But he is my favorite character in this movie. Just the music that he comes into all the time, his eeriness, his intelligence, even with the monster when he comes in and first sees him. You know, he doesn't even freak out to him, just smoking his cigar and just, oh, I thought I was alone. I love classic villains like that. This movie is more of a monster movie. He's going around, for the most half of the movie, he's going around the woods and he's trying to find compassion with other people, but he's either just accidentally killing them or intentionally killing them, or just causing more of a mess and having people panic even more. I can't help to laugh all the time when I see the scene of him and the blind man in the woods, because I always think about young Frankenstein and just how funny that scene was. I enjoyed this movie. If anything, I wish it was more of the bride and seeing more of her. I kind of wanted to see more of that character and the interaction between her and the monster. We did get to see that, but I mean, I feel like it just wasn't enough. So I'll give it a 4.5 just because of that missing half. I want to see more of the bride. So now going into the Dark Universe Bride of Frankenstein, all I know so far they have playing the monster is Javier Bardem. If I get that wrong, I guess tell me in the comments. I really like that actor. I like how he is in Skyfall. I never got to see the new recent Pirates of the Caribbean movie, but I heard that he was pretty good in the movie. I like him in the movie No Country for Old Men. I think he's gonna look iconic in the makeup, if anything. And for the bride, I haven't heard much about this news recently, but the most recent news I've heard about is Angelina Jolie playing the bride. Universal wants her to play the bride, apparently. I'm okay with this. I mean, if she's playing the bride that I just watched, I mean, just screaming around and just looking like the bride and all like a cat, I mean, go ahead. I mean, she would be good to play that character. I am curious to see what they plan to do with them. I really think this is a cool opportunity to go original with this and try to make more of a story with the bride. But then people are like, oh no, don't do that because then you'll just ruin the characters. For this one, I think you need to. I mean, not ruin the characters, but just have a little bit of originality with her. Go a different route. Do a different story. Try to make it more of an interaction with her and the monster. I kind of want to see that, if anything, I want to see that more than anything. I have this as a quick note. The guy playing Dr. P in this movie, he was actually intended to be played by Claude Rains, the guy who plays the Invisible Man. Now knowing that, I kind of want to see him as Dr. P, but then I'm really happy with the performance that actor gave. So I am kind of happy that Claude did not take this role and stick to the Invisible Man. I'm looking forward to the Dark Universe and what they have in store for us. I wasn't much of a fan for The Mummy. Hopefully they make Bride of Frankenstein way, way better. So my next one, I'm not really sure what my next monster movie I'm going to do. It depends on how I'm feeling. I'm maybe do the Mummy next. I feel like I want to do that one before Dracula and before Frankenstein, because I'll probably, I mean, most likely I'll do a Frankenstein review. The next video will not be about monsters. It'll be about Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm really looking forward to reviewing that for you guys and posting that as soon as I can. But until then, I'll see y'all next time.